Okay, perfect.
I'll just share my screen here to get going. We won't keep you too long. I just need to move to the slideshow presentation. And yeah, so let's get going. So very excited to have you join us this evening to look at this opportunity, both with the tablet and the business. So thank you for trusting the person who invited you here to explore this a little more. I know that you won't be disappointed. And so, well, what is Govvi? It is a brand new company, but it's actually dealing with something that has been around for quite some time. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our fuel catalyst. The reason I say it's been around a little bit of time is because it is almost the same age as me. It's almost 50 years old in terms of, having a catalyst that was in liquid form, sold to more industrial markets, commercial markets. It was actually used more to protect the investment of large equipment. So if you think about those, 500, of course, is huge in your budget.
Sorry, you're freezing. You're good now.
Am I?
You're frozen. Yeah, keep going though.
Okay, sorry about that. So the other thing is that this fuel tablet now is moving into its 5th generation, and that's why I'm excited, because it has gone through an evolution. It has actually had 6 different Nobel Prizes in chemistry go into its formulation. And what we're doing is bringing it to the general public, bringing it to the global market in the form of a tablet. It's very easy to use. It's got a very good consistency. It dissolves quickly. It's just had a lot of improvements made to it over time, and it is now something that we can all afford. So this revolutionary catalyst is something that changes the molecular structure of fuel molecules. It makes them smaller and more uniform, and it makes them burn efficiently and completely. So there is very little to no carbonization happening in your engine. So if anything burns fossil fuels, new engine or old engine, carbonization is always going to be there unless you use something like this organometallic catalyst. And what that means is things like your spark plugs or the valve, by the combustion chamber, those things are not going to get gunked up and covered in, black hardened ore. What happens over time is that ore hardens, it forms these deposits, and it leads to more maintenance on that part of the vehicle. So now we're talking that we can have oil changes less frequently. We can change filters less frequently. We just have a better overall performance of the engine. It's a win-win in all aspects. So it's formulated in particular to reduce your vehicle's fuel consumption. That's why most of us are here tonight. We want to understand, how do we save money on fuel? Because right now, this is obviously a very big concern across the globe. And I know when we start looking at fuel prices jumping like we've seen happen this last year, it is a big sign of inflation. Everywhere in the world, people are struggling with inflation. I believe in my own country, we're going to need an extra $5,000 to $7,000 just to have the standard of living that we had in 2021. And so this opportunity is something that we can look at to help manage that. We can actually save money on our fuel bills because we will consume less fuel. We will go farther in our vehicles, all right? So it's designed to clean your engine. It also, because it raises the octane and cetane levels, reduces knocking in the engine. It will lower emissions so that we can all do our part to help the environment. So how does this work? Well, it creates an acceleration of fuel burning at the time of combustion, and it actually lowers that temperature quite significantly. So because it reduces that peak temperature of the cylinder, it increases the life of the engine. So it does actually work well in turbo engines and diesel engines. It creates a unique catalytic cover on the combustion surfaces of the engine. So if you look to the picture at the right of your screen, you can see a picture of something before it's experienced the Govvi tablet, and then you can see the after. You honestly should start to see improvement in your vehicle performance and your gas mileage right away. Within 3 tanks, you should be seeing this. But if you continue to use this tablet, after about 20 tanks of fuel, you're going to see an overall cleaning without detergents. You're going to get rid of the existing carbon deposits without detergents just by using this organometallic catalyst. And because of that, well, it increases the octane and cetane level of fuel. That means you're getting a higher grade of fuel. And we all know what it's like when we go to the pumps. We could choose to buy premium. It costs us a lot more, but we know, number one, it's better for our vehicle. It has fewer emissions, so it's better for the environment. It gives our vehicle more power. That is the same thing that happens with this catalyst. So it's not something to go, oh, will it harm my vehicle? No, it won't. It actually will improve your vehicle. It's like protection for your vehicle. It's also protection for the environment because it reduces emissions Smoke exhaust cleans your engine, prevents carbonization. I keep saying that over and over. Keeps valve injectors and oxygen sensors clean. So you will save money on your fuel bill while you help the environment. The Govvi fuel tablet reduces the CO2 emissions by up to 40%. We have some studies that actually show that it reduces that by up to 85. So very powerful. And therefore, you're going to reduce your consumption of things like diesel exhaust fluid. If you're joining us from North America, if you're driving a diesel vehicle, you know that this is something that your vehicle consumes. And so the people that I know who drive diesels and use this tablet share with me that rather than changing their DEF every 3 to 4 weeks, it's more like every 2 months. So if you look at what's happening in the world today, particularly with Russia, where the I don't want to call them ingredients, but what can we call the materials that make DEF are found or are mined, this is what is going to increase in cost over time and very quickly over time. So you can reduce your consumption and therefore the bill on your DEF. So frequently asked questions, people often come tonight because they want to know, how do I save money on fuel? But then their next thing is, okay, does it work? And will it harm my vehicle and void my warranty? And it actually will not. Now, if you want to know more about this, you can get back to the person who invited you to this call, because they will have a link to a more extensive document that has frequently asked questions. And it'll just go through things like this. Is the catalyst EPA registered? Yes, it is. Can it void my warranty? No, it will not, because there's actually legislation in place in countries to prevent that from happening. Are Govvi tablets compatible with both gasoline and diesel engines? And we'll talk about some other applications of this in those frequently asked questions. So if you want to know more about these answers, please reach out to the person who invited you to this call. But I'm more excited about this next portion of our presentation than I even am in what the fuel catalyst has done for me. So I've been using a Generation 4 for about 4 months, and we are saving $15 to $20 per tank of gasoline that we use in my Ford Ranger 4x4. So for us, this has been a big savings to my family because we drive a lot. We are a family of 6. I have 3 adults and 1 teenager who is, I'm sure, going to get his license in July. And so we have big fuel bills. We live rurally. We drive a lot. This tablet has saved us an incredible amount of money. But more importantly, this tablet has become a second stream of income in my home. And you can imagine, with that many children that are all university age except 1, that we do have some high cost of living to deal with. And so having this second stream of income has really changed our financial future. We are an e-commerce subscription-based company with a rewards and incentive plan. That means that you can actually build this business to suit your vision or what you would like it to be. So it can be designed for the customer recruiter who just shares out a link and says, hey, have you tried this product? Your friend might go, no, I haven't. Well, here, use my link and give it a try. Because if you use my link, I get a bit of a kickback. It can be that simple. Or if you're more deliberate and strategic in your actions, you can actually move this into a bit of a business. And so I'm going to actually invite Burke to unmute himself and speak to this. And just before I hand it over to him, Burke, would you like me to continue with the slide presentation, or would you like it to be turned off?
No, you can continue. I'll go through the slides real quick. Guys, I'm fired up. Get excited. So just as Rebecca said, basically what we've got here is we've got a subscription e-commerce business. Okay. And what that means is literally you can share it. Just as Rebecca said, you share a link, you share a video, say, hey, who do you know that would be interested in saving money on their fuel bill? And here's a couple questions that I'll just ask, because I keep it pretty simple. Think about this for a second. Who do you know that drives a car or a truck? Who do you know that would be interested in saving money every time they fill up that truck or car? And then even the more exciting part is, who do you know that would like to make a little extra money every time someone they introduce to this fills up their car or truck? It's really that simple. I mean, here's the product. What we have a product that has 0 resistance. The biggest issue I have is keeping this product in my hands, because as soon as I start talking about it, guess what? People want it. We bought a car on Saturday. The salesman wanted it. We got a new pool cover on our pool. The pool guy wanted it. I mean, literally keeping this product in my hands is the biggest issue. I keep this product and this package on my desk because I know if it's in my car, it'll be gone. And so we've made it pretty simple. When we talk to people, and I'm talking about the business building side of this business, I have 3 goals. Number 1, I want to get them on the product for the savings they're going to have. Number 2, I want to get them making enough money that their product is paid for. And then number 3, I want to move them into profitability. Okay. So the way it works, there's 7 ways of getting paid. Our first way is a customer bonus. You know, for those people that just say, you know what, I'm not interested in the business, but I could use the product in my car. Basically, on a one-time purchase, if they want to try it, it's $35 for a pack. That's a pack of 5 pills. You know, my partner, Angel Rodriguez, we were just going through the math on his truck. He drives a Suburban. And so he was going through the math, and when he figured it out, number 1, he didn't have to put premium gas in his car. He could use regular gas, or in his Suburban. He could use regular gas, and he actually made a video on this. But long story short, by the time it was said and done, he'd saved $42 per tank. With the increased mileage, with the money that he saves every time he puts regular versus premium gas in. So first way is customer bonus. The next way is as you go out and you share this with other promoters, we have 3 packs. We have a $25 pack for 1 pack. We have a $50 pack, which is 3 packs of these 5 tablets. And then we have a $100 pack, which is 7 packs. When you sign someone up and they purchase a $100 pack, you make a fast start bonus of $25. And there's a math, 35% of the CV, but basically it's $24.50 that you make every time you purchase the product. So you go out, share the product, share the option with 4 people, you've got your money back and you're moving towards profitability. The next portion of the compensation plan, if you want to click the slide, Rebecca, is the 2-team reward. Basically, what you know about that is it's 2 teams, or what's called a binary. In this industry, that's where you build a left team and a right team. And I'm going to keep it pretty simple. What you want to do is you want to balance those teams. You have a real strong right side. What do you need to do? Work on the left side. The way this works is we are paid weekly, and we are paid 10 to 20% of the lesser leg every single week. And here's what you need to know about the binary or the 2-team reward is that it maxes out at $20,000 per week with just 1 center. So that's over $1 million a year just for building 2 teams. Okay. You make 10 to 20% of the lesser leg depending upon your rank. And again, as you just start putting people in, you've seen the exponential growth where 2 turned into 4, 4 into 8, 8 into 16. It's crazy how fast Govvi is growing. I think we're one of the fastest growing companies on the planet that I'm aware of. The next thing that we've done is we want to reward people for going out and sharing the product. So when they share the product, if I share it with Rebecca, I get what's called a sponsoring bonus. So if Rebecca goes out and shares the product, and the way the sponsoring bonus is for me bringing her into this business, I make 20% of Rebecca's income. Now think about that for a second. You know, there were people last week that maxed out the income, meaning they made $20,000 for the week. Well, that sponsoring bonus alone for that one distributorship was over $4,000. So if you share it with a bunch of people, guess what? You can make 20% of what they make on their binary check. On top of that, we have these things called generational check match, where not only can I make it on people that I sponsor, but also people that Rebecca brings in and that she brings in, if she brings Karen in, and so on and so forth, down through 4 generations of 10%. Again, keeping it real simple, on mature organizations, what you can expect from that is 2 to 3 times what your binary income is. I mean, it's just the amount of money that can be made here. We're very excited that we have a worldwide universally acceptable model. We also have a 2% bonus, which 2% of the global volume is put into a pool. It's divided amongst the superstars and the founders, rock stars every single week, which can become a significant part. But the biggest thing that I'm excited about is what's called the Govvi Life Reward Bonus. And the way that works, and I'll just use, you can see on the chart there, but I use a little yellow pad to kind of show how this works. And what happens, the first thing that we ask you to do is go out, share the product, share the opportunity with 2 people. Okay. Well, in turn, if we ask you to share it with 2 people, we ask them to share it with 2 people, and you now have what's called a 2x2 bonus, or there's a $100 bonus. If they're on the 100-point subscription, a $50 bonus, or excuse me, yeah, $50 bonus if they're on the 50-point. Once you've got your 2 people, the next natural thing to do is to add 1 more. So now you've shared it with 3 people. You help those 3 people get 3 people. Now there's a check paid out for $300 or $150, depending upon what subscription people are on. Now, understand, these are monthly bonuses. These aren't a one-time bonus. They can continue as you continue to grow your organization, and you personally share the product, share the opportunity with 4 people. You help them get 4. Now there's a check paid out for $500 US or $250, depending upon the subscription. And so not only do you make the Govvi Life bonus, but you also make the first order bonus, the binary bonus, the other check matching bonuses. So it's a lot more than that. And then as you continue to grow the organization, you go out, share the product, share the opportunity personally with 5 people. You help them get 5. Now there's a check paid out for $700 US with the other bonuses. That's almost $1,000 US. Now I want you to think about this for a minute. With 20 to 30 people in our organizations, we can show people how they can make $500 to $1,000 a month on a $100 business. You understand the power of what I just said? 20 to 30 people in your organization. You have a product that has 0 resistance. You can make $500 to $1,000 a month on a $100 business. The population of the world, 80% of the population of the world make less than $1,000 US per month. And we can literally show them how with as little as $25, plus you get product for that, they can make over $1 million a year. They can start a business. Now, we're not making income claims or anything like that. But guys, we have a model that works, whether we're in Utah or whether we're in Uganda or whether we're in Uruguay. It doesn't matter. Any other country that starts with a U, or Canada or California or Cambodia, it doesn't matter. We can show people that they have an opportunity, number one, first of all, to save money, but number 2, to make some extra money. So I'm excited. Get with the person that invited you on this call tonight. Get started. Again, there's 3 ways to get started. As a promoter, you start with 1 pack, which is $25, a 3-pack, which is $50, and a 7-pack, which is $100. Depending upon what you want to do with this business, if you want to start sharing it at all, I would get the $100 pack, because the biggest issue you're going to have is keeping this product in your hands. So get with the person that invited you on this call tonight, get the information, get signed up. It's real easy. And then let's go out and have a fantastic week. We do these calls every Tuesday night. We've got calls tomorrow morning, tomorrow at noon. I mean, we've got calls. We've got a call on Saturday, basically to help people learn and teach, learn and grow in this business. So thank you, Rebecca. Great job. Thank you, Carrie. Great job. Let's go out. Let's have a fantastic week this week, and then a fantastic month in July. All right. Thanks, everybody.